Hello everyone, I'm back to the homeland for a few days to find wedding venues for a wedding that we're planning in a couple of years. We will be shooting the venues that we'll be seeing, so I'm hoping that we can make a decision by the end of the trip. We've made it safe and sound in my hometown, which is called Oradea, in the area of Transylvania. We've seen 3 wedding venues and we've already sort of got an idea of what we wanted and definitely what we don't want. And we're just off to have some dinner, just up there. It's a new restaurant that I haven't been to before. I've heard really good reviews about it. Tomorrow we've got 4 more venues that we're going to go and see. So hopefully by the end of our 3-day trip we can make a decision on which will be the winner. Fortunately, the weather hasn't been on our side. We've arrived this morning and it has rained throughout the day. It's quite ironic though, because we've left London where it was lovely and sunny and warm to torrential rain and 15 degrees. The sun's just come out now, so we've taken the opportunity to do some shots around the city. This city is beautiful, it is gorgeous. Obviously it's my hometown, so I might be a little biased around that, but we will show you some shots of the city and you can make a decision yourself. So this is our second day in the city and we've seen 3 more venues today, and I didn't realize how time consuming and tiring this is, but you need to give it time in order to find the right place for you. So we're also going to meet up with the photographer later on to discuss further details. Looking forward to that bit. Today was a really lovely day. We had a really lovely and sunny day. We were going to do some B-roll shots. However, the weather has turned, so it is raining now, which is really annoying. So this is our last day on our 3-day trip, and we sort of made our mind up of which venue we would like to choose, and it was tough because there were 7 choices. We had a couple of disagreements, but as always I've won. No, I'm joking, actually I didn't. Together we've chosen a place and I hope that everyone likes it. Alright, so we are now back. We have decided to include 4 venues in this video. However, we've looked at 7, but the other venues were hotels, and I figured that I didn't want to get everyone to travel all the way there for a hotel wedding. The other venues are specifically wedding venues and they just add a little bit more character. The first place we went to is called Opera, and we went to see it literally as soon as we landed. It was almost the perfect venue because it had large open spaces, high ceilings and really gorgeous chandeliers. The floor was made of marble and that really added character. Also, it had some options for accommodation too. The venue has a location for the ceremony as well, but that's good because you can have the wedding and the ceremony at the same time. The downside of this place is that it's located near a very busy road. However, you cannot hear this when you're inside, but it is literally next to the airport as well. To be honest, nowhere in the city would rival the green fields and the scenery of the UK. The last issue with this place is that it can fit 600 plus people, and our wedding will probably be 150 or less, and this, I think, will affect the feel of the day. Okay, so the second place is Castello. This venue was a little bit smaller, but it still probably could fit over 300 people. It had a lower ceiling than the other one, but it was still a good open space. We would be able to accommodate all of our guests with plenty of space for the dance floor, a gin bar, a cocktail bar, and all the other treats that we've planned. The outside bit was pleasant and it looked really pretty for the ceremony. The owner actually showed us the plans that she had in place, which would have been ready for the ceremony, and to be honest, it all looked really impressive. We encountered the same issue as the other places, which was the location of the venue. It was next to a busy road. They were building a hotel, so it was under construction, which probably would have been ready by the time that we wanted to get married. It's also located right next to a water park, which then presents its own volume issues. I felt that this place had potential, however, it wasn't ticking all the boxes for us. Pandora Palace was the third option that we looked at. It's a fairly new building. It was built about a year ago. The interior was all white and it had chandeliers. However, in my opinion, it looked a little bit more kitsch. I seriously considered this place before I saw it. Online it looked a lot better. However, when I got there, I instantly changed my mind. It did have a slightly smaller room. The room would have looked fuller, so it would have added to the atmosphere of the day. By now, we got used to the idea that the location of the venues are an issue. They all seem to be located near a busy road or the motorway. This one was directly off the motorway, but it also had a house behind it. The parking and the entrance was shared with an office, so that would have looked a little bit strange on the day. There was a pool and some wooden structure with the benches, but in all honesty, I don't think that anyone would have been queuing to take photos. It just didn't have the right feel to it. Okay, so this brings us to our final venue, which is Palazzo. So first thing, let's get the location out of the way. It's located next to a factory and quite close to the motorway. As I mentioned before, none of these places were winning in regards to where they were situated. We had the same issue every single place we went to. The only two that didn't have this issue were the hotels. They are in the center of the city. It has a bit more architecture and it's prettier, but I didn't want that. I didn't want a hotel wedding. Not that there's anything wrong with a hotel wedding, it's just not something that we wanted. We did appreciate their effort into landscaping. They had some pretty sitting areas with some rose bushes, a very well manicured lawn, and also they had some statues around. Some old friends of mine spoke really highly about this place. I think I've heard from 4 different people that this is the best place to have a wedding at. It has very good food and their service is immaculate. Obviously, that is a very big part of your wedding. You do want your service to be immaculate and the food is very, very important. So we did go in with a lot of optimism, but I had the same issue every single place I went to. I was so disappointed by the fact that it was next to busy roads, it was next to a factory, the city is very industrial and at the moment it has a construction boom. They are building so much, which is good for the city. Please do let me know if you'd like me to do videos where I'm more out and about rather than me sitting on my sofa at home in front of the camera. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you soon. I can hear that. Silly Billy.
Did you just bar at me?
Said I can hear that.
Hear what?
What you've just done. Right, okay, bye.
Drama queen!